graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is another edition of Diamond Zone, where we go on for all the baseball games, and we do our baseball red zone edition of going around other teams and doing whip arounds. I need to come up with a better description on that. I really do. But it's basically sort of like the NFL RedZone version of Major League Baseball. Yeah. All right. Let me see 1 second, because it says that the Braves and the Marlins game is postponed for some reason. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I think that this is a makeup game, right? This is a makeup game. There we go. That's why. This is indeed a makeup game. All right. Hi, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. What's up, EM? How are you? How are you? What's going on? All right, let's put the game up on the phone. Let's put the game up on the phone. All right, so this is the whole day of baseball. All right, so we got Miami Marlins taking on the Atlanta Braves. That'll be at 1:15. It actually should be just about ready to get started right now. And then we got Astros, Yankees. We're doing both of those games, okay? We're doing both of these games, and then we will obviously start with Nationals, Giants. But once the Astros, Yankees game is done, then we're going to call it a day. Angels and Tigers play later today at 6:10. You got Reds and Pirates at 6:40. A's and O's at 7:05. And then you got Guardians and White Sox at 7:10. Royals and Twins also at 7:10, along with Mets and Brewers as well. The Phillies play tonight against the Texas Rangers. Again, we're not going to be covering that. That'll be at 7:15. You also got Cubs and Cardinals at 7:15 as well. Marlins and Braves play game 2 of their doubleheader at 7:15. Oh my gosh, Jiva Newts, what is going on? What? And $100 super chat?
Happy birthday, JJ.
And dude, what the heck? Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. That's so sweet. Thank you. Oh my gosh. 100. Oh my gosh. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Thank you so much. Ugh, I love you, man. I love you so much. You really are. You're the MVP, dude. Thank you. That's so nice. Shout out to Jiva Newts. Please go follow Jiva Newts over on over on Twitch. Please drop your link down below, my friend. That's so nice. All right, so we're in the top of the first game here between the Marlins and the Braves. And again, I apologize. I don't know why the score is not showing up. That's a little bit odd. But yes, they're in the top of the first inning, and so a strikeout was just made. All right, so let's turn this off, and yeah. I don't understand why the game's not showing up on here. I apologize, and I feel really bad about that. But that's just not the case. It's not the case at all. That was such a generous gift, dude. Top of the first, 2 away. Again, the Braves taking on the Marlins. Ramirez is up at the plate. Yeah, let's leave this up here. Sorry, we're a little bit late. That was so nice. 1 ball, 1 strike. Agustin Ramirez for the Marlins. If you're a Phillies fan, you might want to be rooting for the Atlanta Braves if you are into playoff scenarios and that type of stuff, because the Marlins, they are 9 games behind the Phillies in the NL East. The Braves are 18 games behind the Phillies. So if the Marlins do lose, that certainly does help the Phillies' chances of winning the division for sure. All right. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and we are going to the bottom of the first inning. Can't understand why this is not working. Again, apologies about that. Tell you, JJ, I was going to thank you so much. That's so nice, dude. And yes, please go subscribe to Jeevan Newts. Please, that would be really nice. That guy is one of my best friends, really. And he helps out with my channel, and he does so much. So that means the world to me. He did not have to do that. He did not have to do that, dude. You're insane. All right, so the Marlins taking on the Braves. And then at 2:05, we got Astros and Yankees. I got to come up with an alternate, I guess, on how we're going to show the scores. Or I'll just have to be really descriptive. That's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, my birthday is tomorrow, but I mean, like, we'll be on stream tomorrow. We'll be on here. But yeah. How's everybody's day going so far? I want to hear from you all. How is everybody doing? We got 18 people watching Diamondzone. So when did the bandwagon to the Eagles start, says Henry? It wasn't a bandwagon. I just had a shift. I did. How'd you find out about that? It wasn't really even a bandwagon. I changed because I realized I cover the Philly market, so why would it make sense for me to cover the Patriots if I'm in the Philadelphia market? That's really like one of the main reasons why I did it. But I also have become attached to them ever since I've started covering them. And it's just happened. Ryan Gusto is going to pitch. When you're broadcasting for a team, even like when it's for Villanova or like whatever it is, you know, I might be a fan of another team, but you still grow to love and appreciate them. You know? 1 ball, no strikes. And that's how it is with the Birds for me. 1-0 pitch to Profar, and he sends this one out to deep right field. It is a foul ball, and the count is 1-1. We won't have action really until 2 o'clock. That's when we'll be calling 2 games at once. And that'll be really cool. So then you'll see us go back and forth between Braves and Marlins. And again, sorry that it says that it's postponed on here. That kind of ticks me off a little bit because this is a makeup game. 1-1, and that's in there for strike 2. So the count is 1-2. It's a makeup from April 6th. How's everybody doing, though, in chat? Let me know down below. 1-2 on the way, and that's up high for ball 2. So the guy that's pitching for the Atlanta Braves, his name is Ryan Gusto. Or for the Marlins, that is, excuse me. Gusto, 26 years old. Played with the Houston Astros and then got traded at the deadline. Remember, the Phillies faced Ryan Gusto. They had their opportunities. The 2-2 pitch. It's a foul ball. Gusto has a 7-4 record and a 4.92 ERA as well. Welcome to Diamondzone, baby, where we cover all the baseball games that are going on, and we do like a MLB whip around It's really cool. Only one game on right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jurickson Profar. And so the next pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 pitch. Check swing, you went around. And there is out number 1 here in the bottom of the first. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, folks. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. And make sure that you guys turn on the notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. What if I did a window nah. I don't know. Maybe I will do a window capture. Okay. Let's do MLB scores. Let's try this. 1 ball, no strikes to Matt Olson. I will fix this. Don't you worry. Whoops. Why is this not? No, because this is not on. Okay, we'll try this now. We'll try this now. Is this going to work? Let's try this guy. Okay. Sorry about this. Again, Sports Scores Bot does not want to act properly with me today. Okay. There we go. That looks better. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes to Matt Olson. The 3-2 pitch. This one's popped up over towards the right side of first base. And the catch is made. And there is out number 2. Okay. That should be better. Yeah. What time is the... Oh, yes. Okay. There's a game on at 2 o'clock. All right, bottom of the first. Drake Baldwin is coming up to the plate. What I'll do is I'll put this over here. And that will be better. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Gusto pitching. 2 outs. And Gusto gets set at the belt. And the pitch is taken down for a ball. Okay. There's 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first inning. All right, good. We're back. Back on. Here's the 1-2 on the way to Baldwin. And he chops a foul. How's everybody's day going so far? What's going on? Where are we tapping on in from? Let us know down below. If you guys love baseball as much as I do, this is the right channel for you. We do MLB Diamondzone a couple times a week. We've actually been doing it for a little bit now, and it's fun. 1-2 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. And we are going to the top of the second inning. No score out in Atlanta. Okay. One last time, I want to double check to see if I could get this to work. I don't think I'll be able to do that. No. Okay. We tried. We definitely tried. For sure. That's all right. Hi, guys. Hello. I hope that you're all doing well. I will not be on later tonight. I'm going out tonight for my birthday. So I will not be doing the Phillies-Rangers game. I'm sorry. I'm celebrating my birthday. But I will be back on tomorrow afternoon. That's the good news. The game will be at 2:35 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will see you all then and there to cover the game. So that'll be awesome. Yeah, that'll be really, really cool. All right, so we are going to the top of the second here. Again, just wanted to make sure that I followed up here. Whoops. Yeah, I probably should do it on this screen. That's what we'll do. I will have this on this screen. Okay. Nice. Where's the MLB schedule? We're in the top of the second. Marlins taking on the Braves. What's up with this? Oh, yeah, Jen's umping today. She's the first female umpire in MLB history. Yeah. I forgot that was today. Good for her. I'm so happy about that. It's so nice. That's so great. All right, 2:05 p.m. Eastern Time is when the next game gets started. First pitch, and that's Liam Hicks. And that's taken in there for strike one. I'm not doing a full day of this. I'm just going until the end of the Yankees-Astros game, which will start at 2:05. So we'll have a little bit of an overlap with the Giants game. I'm not finishing out by doing the Giants game, though. I apologize. 1-1. That's in there for strike two. So we're in the top of the second inning. No score between the Marlins and the Braves. 1-2 is the count. Liam Hicks is up at the plate. Again, if you're like into fantasy baseball and if you just want to follow along, you're more than welcome to do that on here. Here's the 1-2, and that's taken low and outside for ball two. Waldrop is pitching for the Braves. The 2-2 pitch, it's chopped foul over towards the right side. So, yeah. Yeah, I have this Beatles book. I have a couple of Beatles books. One of them I have not read yet. And I probably should read it sometime. The pitch, this one's grounded over to second base. Allen has it, picks it up, throws it over to first. That's in time for out number one. Guys, I saw My Cousin Vinny for the first time last night. I said that I was going to do it 2 nights ago, but then I fell asleep. But it was funny. I got to tell you, it was really, really funny. I loved it. It was a great movie. 1 out. And the pitch, ground ball, hit over towards second base, and the throw over to first, that's in time for out number 2. I watched it. It's actually free on YouTube, and I finally watched it for the first time yesterday, and it was cool. It was really, really nice. It's very funny. 2 outs in the top of the second. The guy from one of the guys from Home Alone is Vinny. I didn't realize that. The 1-0 pitch, and that is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. But yeah, I loved the movie. It was so good. Dane Myers is up, and here's the 1-1. There's a swing and a miss, and the count is now 1-2. Anybody else see My Cousin Vinny? Yeah, it was so funny. Here come the bots. Oh, boy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. And the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. And we are going to the bottom of the second inning out in Atlanta. All right. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Nobody else has seen my cousin Vinny? Nobody? Anybody? Bueller? And on MLB Network, they're showing all these highlights of all these Kyle Schwarber homers. And it makes me so happy that he's getting all the national attention because he really deserves it. He just does. He's having a heck of a season, a historic season, if you will, and he needs to get the chat. He does. He deserves it. He 1,000% deserves it. No scores. We go to the bottom of the second inning out in Atlanta. Again, this is a doubleheader. This is a makeup game from back in April. So they are taking on the Marlins, that is, taking on the Braves. This is a 5-game series. Really. I don't know when the last time that occurred. A 5-game set? It's been like a couple. It's been a little bit of time. They've been trying to eliminate those. Can I tell you something? I miss the scheduled day-night doubleheaders. I remember the Phillies had one a couple of years ago. They brought it back, and it was Padres and Phillies. I love the scheduled day-night doubleheaders. I think that they're so good. And if you're going out to I've never been to a doubleheader before. I've never actually been to one. I've always wanted to go. But, yeah, that does sound like fun. You have like a 1:35 start time and then a 7:05 start time. I mean, like, what do you do? What do you do during those 2 hours? I don't know. Charles, thank you so much for the happy birthday wishes. And Peso, thank you. Peso, have you ever been to a day-night doubleheader? Have you ever been to one? I've always wanted to go. All right, we're in the bottom of the second. Oh, boy, it's actually back on. Great. I can get rid of the window capture. I can get rid of that. That's nice. Okay, bye-bye to this. How do I press remove? That should say delete. Yes. Okay, bye-bye. Bye to that. Yes. Thank you very, very much, Charles. 1 ball, no strikes, and here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike to Sean Murphy. Murphy this year batting .220 with 16 homers and 43 RBI. Also has a 777 OPS. Charles is absolutely 100% no problem at all. Dude, you're the man. The 1-1, and that's going to hit him. So Ryan Gusto hits Sean Murphy just on the back elbow. Pacer says, no, I have not. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to one. Obviously, I've called a doubleheader for minor league baseball. Dude, these bots are going to drive me insane. I'm not covering any NFL games today. They are going to drive me nuts. There's nothing that we can do about them unless I go subscribers mode only, and I really don't want to do that. Here's Michael Harris II with a runner on at first, and the pitch is in there for a strike. They're coming after everybody, all the NFL streamers. And I'm not doing any NFL games. Disher Nation says, JJ, is it your birthday? Happy birthday, Philly freak. Thank you, man. It's actually tomorrow, but I'm celebrating tonight with my friends. So I'm not streaming. The pitch on the way. This one's lined out to right field for a base hit. Murphy's going to round second. He'll easily head on over to third. And Harris gets on with a double here in the bottom of the second. And Distrit, thank you very, very much. That was really rude that I just burped on stream. I couldn't help it. I tried to help myself, but I couldn't help it there. I do apologize. But thank you, sir. That was really nice. Thank you all so much for all the birthday wishes. My only wish is for you guys just to hit the thumbs up button and just to spread the word. That's all. And go subscribe to District Nation too. Please, I never made you a mod. Here, hold up 1 second, my friend. Yeah. We're going to add you as a mod. Drop your link down below, dude. No balls, 1 strike. It's to Ozzy Albies. Here's the 0-1. It's popped up right behind home plate, and it's a foul ball. We'll have 2 games going on. We have yet to do like 5 concurrent games. I'm really curious to see how I do with that. One day, we're going to try it. One day. No balls, 2 strikes. To Ozzy Albies. The 0-2. It's up high for a ball. Albies this year just hitting .224 with 9 homers and 43 RBI. Braves trying to go out in front. And again, if you're a Phillies fan, you're probably rooting for the Marlins to lose. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. This will get 1 run home. The throw over to first is in time. Harris goes over to third. And Murphy scores, and the Braves lead it 1-0. All right, let's go. Let's believe and go. I don't know why this is not working, my soundboard. That stinks. DN, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I will be the best mod I can. Here's a link to my channel. You're the GOAT, dude. You really are. Sorry for the delayed reaction there. Eli White's coming up. White this year batting .245 with 7 homers and 27 RBI. I'll see you later, Jiva News. Thanks so much again. Really, thank you. I love you, buddy. I really appreciate you for everything that you've done for me. More than words. No balls, 1 strike. 1 away, bottom of the second. And here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. These bots are so annoying. I'll keep an eye on the chat. DN, thank you so much. I would give everybody a hug right now. I appreciate you all. You guys are so kind and gentle. Here's the 0-2. It's a foul ball. And it goes back behind home plate. If I could do one thing to cure the world, guys, I would have there be more baseball. I feel like more baseball will cure the world. I really do feel that way. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a line drive out to left field. It's going to be caught by Hernandez. Tagging up from third is Harris the second, and he will easily score, and the Braves get their 2nd run of the ball game. Let's go. Very, very nice. Braves are helping out the Phils. We'll take that. We'll take that. Beat those fish. Beat them. Eat them. 2 away. Here's Nacho Alvarez Jr. And he takes a strike. Hey, JJ, just wanted to pop in and say hi. David, thank you so much. And say happy birthday. Dude, I appreciate it. We'll be on for the actual birthday stream tomorrow. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry. People are going to ask me tomorrow, like, how was your birthday? And I'm going to be like, today is my birthday. What are you talking about? No balls, 2 strikes. Nacho Alvarez Jr. is in the batter's box. Again, we got Yankees and Astros starting at 2:05. Braves lead at 2-0. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. And so the inning is over. We're going to the top of the 3rd. 2-0 Braves as they get 2 runs. Very nice. If you need, Australian Baseball League plays November to February. Acuna Jr. played there at one point. Dude, that's so sick. That's really sick. Yeah, I love baseball. You know, sometimes, some of the times, like when I've been doing this, I've been wanting to shift away from baseball because baseball was, yes, like baseball was my first love. I loved baseball so much, for sure. But, you know, then I got on into basketball, and then I got on into football. And then I started watching a little bit of some hockey. And, you know, baseball has sort of been like my old friend that I could always go back to. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I've always felt about baseball. If I ever needed a shoulder to cry on, baseball was always there for me, you know? So, yeah. The Rocky shirt. Thank you. Yes. Yes. There we go. Yeah. Can you see it? Can you see it here? Let's go to the monologue screen really quickly. Yeah, you see that? That's better. That's better. Yeah. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, DN. I appreciate that. I need some orange juice. But yeah, baseball was like that friend that I could always come back to no matter what. And when people like told me on here that, you know, that they want me to cover more and more baseball, I was like, but, you know, I want to do basketball and I want to do the other sports. And I figured out a way to do it all, you know, except during the preseason of football. I just want to do baseball. The pitch to Johnston, and he bunts it over to third base, and Nacho Alvarez Jr. can't make a play. He bobbled it. And so there's a leadoff bunt single to start off the top of the third. But yes, I love my football. I love my football team. I definitely do. I'm really excited for the Birds. They looked so good on Thursday. I got to tell you, the Eagles looked really, really good. Tanner McKee really was a star. The pitch on the way. This one is grounded over towards the first base side, and it is a foul ball. The pitch, ground ball, hit over the shortstop. The throw to second, there's one. The throw to first, not in time. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this on a delay, okay? That's what we're going to do. The bots are going off. I apologize, mods. I don't want you guys to have to deal with this. But here's what's going to happen. Okay. I will make jobs easier because that's what I do. I try to make everybody's job easier. So we're going to go to details. We're going to go to customization. And we're going to do a delay. We'll do a message delay of 5 seconds and see if this works, okay? And I'm hoping that that does the trick. But we'll see. Graham Pauley is up at the plate. He did homer in the first game of this series. Oh, absolutely, DN. That's going to be great. 1 ball, 1 strike in the pitch. And that's in there for strike 2. Yeah, November is such a great time because you have all 4 of the sports colliding at once. All 4 of the major American sports. It's so cool. You got the World Series, the end of the World Series for baseball. You're in the middle of football season. Yeah. And then you got basketball and hockey. Bots can subscribe in case you wanted to turn on subscriber only. They invaded me and sub only during a game, says DN. Do they really? I figured that was the case. They just want my attention. The 2-2. And that is low and outside for ball 3. What's up, LP? LP is here. How are you, LP? Hurston Waldrop is up at the plate. 3-2 is the count. 1 away. A runner on over at first. The toss back to first. Not in time. Waldrop has 34 total pitches. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the 3-2 is outside for ball 4. And there is a 1-out walk. I'm well, JJ. How are you? Hello, all. I'm so happy to see you, man. How is your afternoon going so far? It's great to see people on here. It's nice to be able to just stream and talk to myself and have you guys hear it, but then be able to talk to you guys as well. Oh my gosh, Mike Morse. They're showing highlights of Giancarlo Stanton when he was with the Marlins. And I completely forgot about Stanton's arm. Look at that. Todd Frazier. Wild. Look at that. The former Philly out-of-town scoreboard. Oh, man. Dude, this is like nostalgia, I guess. Times really have changed from just 10 years ago. The pitch, ground ball. This will be a double play. Play at second. There's 1 to throw over to first in time. And we're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Okay. Yeah. All right. Very good. JJ, do you know about the Marlins? Or do you know about Marlins Man? What's Marlins Man? I don't know who Marlins Man is. Do I know anything about the Marlins? Do I know anything about their history? Not really much. I mean, they're in the same division as us. I know that Stanton was on the Marlins. I know that Marcell Ozuna and JT Realmuto were on the Marlins, and so was Christian Yelich. JT Riddle played for the Marlins. Jose Fernandez, man. Rest in peace to Jose Fernandez. Really, that was really sad. I will always remember D. Gordon's home run. I still call him D. Gordon, but D. Strange Gordon's home run that he hit on that day. Marlins Man goes to every nationally televised game. He's the guy wearing bright orange. Huh. I didn't know that. Huh. Interesting. I'm well, JJ. How are you? Welcome to all. I'm doing well. I'm happy to see you, man. I am. I'm very, very happy. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you turn on the notification bell icon too. And that way you will know when we do go live. I remember that day was so sad, especially for Gordon. Yeah. I mean, that was really powerful. That was so powerful. Yeah. I remember Jose Reyes was a Marlin at one point. Yeah. Josh Willingham. Oh, I don't miss him. I know that he was a national too, though. And I think Mike Jacobs was a national. Mike Jacobs. I remember Michael Morse was a national, and he was a Marlin. It just reminded me about that. The pitch. This one's looped out over to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit from Nick Allen to start off the bottom of the 3rd inning. Yeah, that day was really sad. That was so unexpected. My dad told me And it was because he had Jose Fernandez in fantasy. And he got the news, and he was shocked. And then he told me about it, and I'm like, no. And I got really, really sad. I actually cried. I did. I cried. A runner on over at first, bottom of the third, and Jurickson Profar is up at the plate. Michael Morse was pinch hitting champ and great backup to Zimmerman. He was. I have nothing but mad love and respect for Ryan Zimmerman. And David Wright, too. The pitch is inside and low for a ball. And you know what? Anthony Rendon, I'll always respect him. He really helped you guys in that 2019 World Series, along with Howie Kendrick. Rookie Juan Soto, Victor Robles. You guys are a good team. 1-0, and that's taken for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch to Profar. This one's popped up behind the plate. It is a foul ball. Okay, well, at least that's sort of slowing the bots down. That's the nice part about it, I guess. We got 27, 24 people rocking with us. Hit that thumbs up button, people, and subscribe to the channel. 2019, I love the quote with Harper. We were a he. When he left, we became a we. Yup. You guys lived and died by that. And you were in, what was it, last place before the All-Star break? 3 balls, 1 strike to Jurickson Profar. The 3-1, and that's down and in for ball 4. And so Profar gets on with a walk. There's 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Yeah. Those Blue Rocks. Jose Ferrer, Mitchell Parker, Robert Haig. They're all up. I feel so old. I feel like it was a while ago since I called the Blue Rocks games. They were 19-31 on May 31st of 2019. It's crazy. The ball is 1 strike. That's to Matt Olson. Olson in the batter's box. Cole Henry. 0-1. There's a swing and a miss. Trying to think who else. Who else do I remember on that team? Israel Pineda. I don't know if is Israel Pineda still in your system? Ruiz, I remember too. 0-2. That is way outside for a ball. Israel Pineda, one of his friends, I'll never forget, I was at a game, and he asked me, I was sitting like right behind the plate. I was sitting right behind the plate, and one of his friends was like, yo, who's that umpire? And he was just trash talking right behind the plate to him. The pitch. This one's grounded over to second base. It goes under the glove of Albies, and it knocks off of the glove of the first baseman, and everybody's going to be safe. Not Albies. That was Xavier Edwards. That went off of Wagaman's glove, actually, and it went over to Edwards as he sort of slowed it down. So it's an infield single. Have to leave for a few minutes. I'll see you in a bit. Sounds good. Israel Pineda. I think he still is in your AAA. He's still a part of your. He's still in AAA, I believe. Then you guys traded. You guys got Robert Haig, Mackenzie Gore, and C.J. Abrams for Juan Soto. That was a good trade for you guys. It really was. I said as soon as the Padres got him, I said the Nationals really are building themselves off of this trade. It was a good deal. Bases juice, bottom of the third. Braves trying to add on to their lead. Okay. We're going to get another game into the mix in just a few seconds. So we will have that update for you pretty soon. Hit that thumbs up button, though. Subscribe to the channel. Here's Drake Baldwin up with the bases loaded. And the first pitch is low for a ball. That's ball one to Drake. Drake, left-handed hitter. 1-0 is the count. We're in the bottom of the third. Bases juiced. And here's the 1-0 pitch. That thing is fouled and out of play. Ugh. The 1-2 coming on up in just a few moments. And again, shout out to you guys for being on here. You guys are really awesome. Bottom of the third, bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the 1-2. That's up high, but they try to appeal to see if he went. He did not go. And the count is 2-2. Baldwin is 3 for 4 this year with the bases loaded. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third. The 2-2 pitch, line drive, base hit out to center field. This will bring home 2 runs. Stowers with a throw that's drawn over to the plate. And so, Albies will score. Olsen scores. And it's a 3-0 ball game. They call it an RBI single from Drake Baldwin. I thought they were going to bring home Olsen. They did not do so, but it's a 3-0 game. Let's go. Sorry about that. I screwed up there. Yeah, Olsen got the stop signs. He did. I think he should have came home. Sean Murphy is up. Still nobody out. And Murphy grounds this one over towards third base, and the throw to home plate. There's one. The throw over to first, not in time. That's just a 5-2 fielder's choice. And there's one out in the bottom of the third. All right, let's give a thing to the Braves. Marlins say hold to the second. Now they say play on. Ugh. Excuse me. I don't know, dude. He was close. That was a close play at first. Really. The pitch. This one's popped up out over towards shallow left field. The catch is made. And there's out number 2. It won't be deep enough for Olsen to score. Excuse me. Sorry about that. The Yankees are going to get started pretty soon. They should be starting in about a couple of minutes, actually. It's the bottom of the third. Ozzie Albies is up at the plate for the Atlanta Braves. 2 outs, bases loaded. And the pitch to Ozzie, and he fouls it off over towards the left side. No balls, 1 strike. Know that today is also NFL preseason. There's Joe Torre. All the legendary Yankees. 0-1 pitch. That's just inside for a ball. And not by much to Ozzie. The 1-1 pitch. And there's a strike called on the upper tier of the zone. Albies with 5 grand slams and a .279 batting average. One and two is the count. And the pitch on the way to Ozzie, swing and a miss. The Marlins escape and only give up 1 run. There were bases loaded with nobody out. And the Braves only get 1 run. And we're going to go to the top of the 4th inning. It's 3-0 Atlanta. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right. I think that what we're gonna do eventually, sometime during September, I really would like to try to do. I've said for a while that I'd like to try to do a charity stream. I think that like during one of the long baseball days when the Phillies are off, I'm gonna do a version of Diamond Zone where we're on for like 10 hours or 12 hours, and we donate money, and it goes to a charity. I think that that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm not going to tell you which one, but I think that that'd be a really cool idea. And obviously, I would not do it for recognition. I would like to give back to something that means a lot to me, and do something good, you know? The ball is 1 strike. And here's the pitch. That's inside for a ball. One a pitch. There's a swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. We'll be doing like a diamond zone, but it will, some of the money that we end up raising, it's going to go to, not some of it, all the money that we raise is going to go towards a charity. I want to try to do some more good for this, on this channel. I just do. Because it's in my heart. 1-2 pitch on the way. There's a high fly ball hit out to deep left field. And Ramirez, is it gone? It's caught for out number 2. Augustin Ramirez got robbed on a homer. And Jurickson Profar brought it back in. Oh, man. I didn't know if he caught it at first or not. He got it. What a catch by Profar. How did he catch that? He went over the wall. He reached up, and he just got it. And snagged the homer away from Augustin Ramirez. Wow. It's a big out there. And all the Braves fans on their feet, giving him a little salute. The pitch, and that's low for a ball. Augustin Ramirez just got robbed on a homer. And by the way, the Yankees game did just get started. The Astros just took a 1-0 lead on a home run hit by Jeremy Pena. Two balls, one strike. So Pena hit a leadoff homer. Three balls, one strike to Liam Hicks. Two away. And the 3-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. And so the count is 3-2. Can you believe that he just got robbed on a homer? Crazy. The 3-2 pitch, there's a swing and a miss. And we are going to the bottom of the fourth inning. And with that, we'll go over to the Yankees game as they just got underway. And again, the Astros just took a 1-0 lead on a solo home run by Jeremy Pena. Two balls, one strike in the top of the first inning. The 2-1 to Altuve. It's a foul ball. And so the count is now 2-2. Just trying to hide all these bots. The bots are going nuts. They're going bananas. 2-2 pitch on the way, and there's a line drive base hit by Jose Altuve out to left field. It takes a bounce in front of Cody Bellinger. There's a 1-out single from Jose Altuve. That catch was ridiculous. That was a really nice catch. Why is this not working? Aha. I had the wrong name on. One ball, no strikes to Carlos Correa. And Correa takes a called strike just at the knees on the outside corner. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well, folks. Luis Gil is on the mound. Again, 1-1 is the count. The pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Okay. We're going to put subscribers mode only on. I hate to do it. I really, really do. We got to get rid of these bots. I'm getting tired of them. I'm getting sick of them. I just am. The 1-2 to Correa. He fouls it off over towards the right side. So we're going to do subscribers only mode. One, two. That's taken low for a ball. Throw over the second base to get Altuve, and he is out. Diving in there head first. He tried to steal second. And the count is 2-2 with nobody on. Nice throw there by the catcher for the Yankees. I think that was Austin Wells. And he was not even going to make it to second. Sorry, I have to put it in sub-only mode. 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. Judge is there. He'll make the grab. Or Stanton is there, I should say. And the inning is over. And so, the Yankees are going to the bottom of the first. They trail 1-0. With that, We go back over to the Braves-Marlins game. One away here. Braves lead at 3-0 in case you're just tuning on in. Nacho Alvarez is up at the plate. Nacho is 0 for 1. Gusto kicks and deals. And the pitch is outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Hi, chat. Hopefully you're all doing well. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a big swing and a miss. And that'll make the count now 1-1. What a game. This Marlins team could be really lethal. They're starting to scare me a little bit. They're starting to kind of scare me a little bit. They look scary. 1-2. There's a foul ball. Framber Valdez is going to pitch for the Houston Astros. 11-5 this year with a 2.83 ERA. He has very good stuff. He's been a very good pitcher for the Astros. 1-2 pitch to Alvarez Jr., and there's a swing and a miss. And there is out number 2 in the bottom of the 4th of the Braves game. Okay. Paul Goldschmidt is coming up to bat to lead it off for the New York Yankees in the bottom of the 1st. But first, we go back to the Marlins-Braves game very quickly. 2 away, and the pitch is in there for strike 1 to Nick Allen. 0-1 is the count. Gusto with his 67th pitch. And here it is. He pops it up. Allen, that is, over towards second base. And the catch is made for out number 3. So, the Braves go down 1-2-3. They're going to the top of the 5th. Let me go back to the Astros-Yankees. Again, Jeremy Pena led off the ball game with a solo homer off of Luis Gil. Sub only is on. That many bots. Oh, yes. Paul Goldschmidt is up, and he grounds the first pitch back up the middle for a base hit. That was actually the 3rd pitch. But regardless, he's on with a leadoff single to start off the bottom of the 1st inning for the Yankees. I love that the NFL bots think that this is an NFL stream. I know, isn't that beautiful, Den Brew? It's okay. I think that that's the funny thing. They did that to me too on Thursday, and it was the funniest thing. Now, they couldn't really detect. They don't detect the Phillies as NFL streams, but they detect these as NFL streams. It's so weird. It's so odd. I use the hashtags. I don't say anything NFL. Maybe the only FL thing I say is Florida. For Florida sports. 1-0. And that's down for ball 2. I say NL. I do say NL. The National League. But you're missing an F. I don't know. 2-0. And that's way inside for ball 3 to Aaron Judge. Hitting .339 on the season. It literally says MLB. I know. Yo, should I put NFL in the title just to screw it up? 3-0 pitch. That is taken low for ball 4. So they walk Judge. Goldschmidt gets on with a leadoff single. And there's 2 runners on in the bottom of the 1st, and the Yankees have something brewing in the kitchen. Okay. All right, let's go. Braves are back on. The Marlins are at the plate. Keep you updated there. Charge! Pitch to Bellinger, and that's taken outside for a ball. So Valdez not looking good so far. Count is 1-0 to Bellinger. Marcy is up at the plate for the Marlins. Keep you updated on his at-bat. 1-0 to Bellinger, and that is called a strike on the outside edge at the knees. One ball, one strike. And that's to Cody Bellinger. The windup and the pitch. Ground ball. Base hit out to right field. Rounding second, going over to third base is Goldschmidt. He'll put the brakes on, and the bases are loaded for the Yankees in the bottom of the first inning. The 2-2 on the way from Waldrop. Swing and a miss. And the Marlins have one down in the top of the fifth inning. All right. So one out there. No outs here. And bases loaded. How about Waldrop with 5 strikeouts? 4 of them have come on the splitter. So Goldschmidt at third. Judge at second. Bellinger over at first. And the man of the hour, Giancarlo Stanton, coming on up. Subscribe to Play-by-Play with JJ for all Philly sports needs and Diamond Zone and Sunday Night Baseball. We got you locked in. Here comes Stanton to the plate for the New York Yankees. Oh, boy. I don't know why I just played that, but that's okay. Stanton is in the box. First pitch to Giancarlo. It's down for a ball. This is not like Framber Valdez. He did give up 5 earned runs, though, in his last outing. The 1-0 is down for ball 2. So the Yankees have bases loaded. Two balls. No strikes. That sounds like Intel's commercial. Like bum, 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 bum. 2-0. And that is low for ball 3. That sounds like their jingle. Waldrop just got the second out of the inning in the Marlins game. The 3-0 to Stanton. And that's in there for a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. The man that's up for the Marlins, it's Johnston. Just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. Here's the 3-1 to Stanton, and that's down for a ball, and that's going to bring home a run as Goldschmidt will score. And Valdez still has not gotten one out. He didn't want anything to do with Giancarlo there. All right. So he's aboard. Base is still loaded. And the 5th batter is coming on up. Really quickly, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Johnston's at-bat as there's a timeout on the mound in the Yankees-Astros game. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Johnston strikes out. Waldrop gets the strikeout. He's looked really good for the Atlanta Braves. We're going to the bottom of the 5th there out at Truist Park. And an inning break will make us go back to the Yankees game. Valdez with a 4.68 ERA against the Yankees. That's not so good. Ben Rice is coming on up. He gunned out Altuve in the first inning. The pitch. That's low and outside for ball 1. Yankees looking to take advantage of Framber Valdez. 16 pitches in this inning so far. And mind you, no outs. None. The 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. It's a sinker at 95 at the knees. So if you have Ben Rice in fantasy, gotta tell you, this is a big spot for him. Stanton at an RBI walk. 1-1 pitch. That's low and outside for ball 2. Your layout is so cool. I can never get the MLB scores like that rotating between games. Oh, the tickers? Love tickers. Tickers are so cool. I would like to add more to it. 2-1 pitch. There's a fly ball. This one's hit out towards center field. This will be deep enough for Judge to score. The catch is made. Here comes Aaron Judge. The throw's cut off, and the Yankees, they take the lead in the bottom of the first inning on a sac fly by Ben Rice. Okay. By the way, the runner from second did tag up, and he went on over to third. So that'll put runners at the corners for Anthony Volpe. First pitch to Volpe. That's in there for a called strike. The Braves are back on. Jurickson Profar is at the plate. Count is 0-1 to him. No balls, 1 strike, though, to Anthony Volpe. And the 0-1, ground ball hit over to third base. The throw, the second, there's 1. The throw over to first. It is just in time to get Volpe. He barely was out. Around the horn we go on the double play. That's the end of the first. We're going to the second inning. And that is that. 2 runs, though. 1 on an RBI walk. And that was by Giancarlo Stanton, and then Ben Rice hit a sac fly. Wow, I can't believe he got out of that. I don't know how he did that. Glad I didn't play Valdez for more than 17 and a half outs. Well, I'll tell you, when he got that sac fly, when he got the first out there, I think that was kind of huge, and that gave him more confidence. It's 3-1, though, to Profar, and Profar takes what should have been ball 4 in there for strike 2. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. This is MLB Diamondzone, baby. We are pretty much what this is this is NFL RedZone, except it's for Major League Baseball. That's what Diamondzone is. They're live whip-arounds where we take a look at, the big moments for all the games going on in baseball. And usually, we do a full day of it, or on Wednesday, the Phillies game was over by 7 o'clock, and we just came on here and we did it for 6 hours until the end of the baseball day. The 3-2 to Profar, swing and a miss. Gusto gets himself another strikeout, 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's so cool. It's so much fun. If you love baseball, if you love fantasy, and if you're just a baseball fan, this is the right channel for you. The Braves got their 3 runs. 2 of them were in the bottom of the second. Drake Baldwin had an RBI single in the bottom of the third. Albies got the RBI ground out in the second. And then Eli White hit a sac fly. Here's Matt Olson at the plate. This is a doubleheader that they're playing. This is the first game of their doubleheader. The 0-1. And that's low for a ball. Christian Walker is up at the plate for the Houston Astros. We'll get you back there in just a little bit. The 1-1 to Olsen, and that's outside for ball 2. Luis Heel is on the mound for the Yankees. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2 to Walker. The 2-1, though, to Olsen. And he swings and misses at that. And so the count is 2-2. JS, thank you so much. Yep. Happy birthday tomorrow, bro. We need you. Need you tonight, though. Going up against DeGrom on Fox National TV is a jinx. I'm sorry. I won't be on there. I won't be on. I'll be back tomorrow, I promise. The 2-2 to Olsen. Foul ball. Walker for the Houston Astros did just strike out. So there's 1 gone there. 1 away. 2-2 pitch. It's low for ball 3. But we'll be on for the actual birthday tomorrow. Tonight I'm going out with some friends. So after the Yankees game is done, I know that the Giants play at 4:05. I'm done after the Yankees are done. I'm going up till 5:30, at the very latest 6 o'clock. That's at the very, very latest. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Matt Olson. But yeah, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. 3-2 pitch. That's low for ball 4 to Olson. And he gets on with a 1-out walk. So let's go back to the Astros-Yankees game real quick. It's 1-2 to Yannier Diaz. Luis Hill is pitching. 22 total pitches for him. The 1-2 to Diaz, and it's a foul ball. Drake Baldwin is back up for the Braves. And Baldwin sends this one out to right field. It's going to be caught, though, on the warning track by Kyle Stowers for out number 2. Heel gets set. And the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Heel gets himself another strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Luis. Okay. So 2 outs there. This is MLB Diamondzone, where we do a baseball version of RedZone, where we just go live and we look at live time plays in real time. It's so cool, and we try not to miss any of the high moments. What's up, Serena? No balls, 1 strike, and that's to Sean Murphy. So if you're a Phillies fan, you're pretty much hoping for the Marlins to lose. 0-1, and this one's grounded over to shortstop. The throw over to first, it's a little bit high. The foot's off the bag as it was caught by Wagaman. Sanoja with a bad throw, and all of a sudden the Braves get themselves an extra out. Man, what was he doing there? He got it. He picked it up. He threw it. It was high. Wagaman, or Johnston it is, had to leap up to catch it. Could not get his foot back on the bag. His right foot. And Baldwin beat it out. That's an E6. And the Astros are going to the bottom of the 2nd inning, too. They just had themselves a 1-2-3 inning. Luis Hill was able to get out of it. Here comes Michael Harris, and he sends this one out to left field. It's not that deep, though. And the catch will be made for out number 3. So the Braves have 2 base runners, and we'll go to the top of the 6th inning, 3-0 Atlanta, as they take on the Marlins. So we got 2 games going on right now. One of them is still in the early stage. The other one is in the middle, in the dead middle. At 4:05, we'll start Nationals and Giants. Again, we're not going to finish that game. That game is going to go till probably 7 o'clock. So we will not be able to finish that. Angels and Tigers will be at 6:10. We will not start that game. We got Reds and Pirates at 6:40. And then during the 7 o'clock hours, we got A's and Orioles taking on each other. Guardians taking on the White Sox at 7:10. Then you also have Royals Twins at 7:10. Mets and Brewers at 7:10. Phillies play the Rangers at 7:15. The Cubs are out in St. Louis. That game will be at 7:15 as well. And Marlins and Braves will play Game 2 of their day and night doubleheader at 7:15. During the 8 o'clock hour, you have 2 games. You got Rockies and Diamondbacks at 8:10. Red Sox and Padres at 8:40. Blue Jays and Dodgers at 9:10, and the Rays and Mariners at 9:40. So those are all the games. Trent Grisham is coming up to the plate. They call him the cop. And Grisham takes ball 1. Marlins are still in a break. 1 ball, no strikes. Valdez on the hill. And the 1-0 pitch. Line drive, leaping catch over at second base. That was made by Urias. Nice play there by him. The former Oriole able to leap up and make the catch. And there is out number 1. Bernie Williams is in the booth with Michael K. That's awesome. Hurston Waldrop still pitching for the Atlanta Braves. Get you back there in just a few seconds. This is Caballero up for the New York Yankees. 1-0 pitch to Caballero, and that's low for ball 2. We're going to go back to the Marlins game really quickly. Sanoja just lined out a double out to left field. The throw was made over the second. He just slid in there feet first and was safe. And so the Marlins trying to come up with a counterpunch and react to the Braves. So we're going to stay here. We will stay here. It was a good swipe, too, by Ozzie Albies. So they have a runner on at second. In the Yankees game, the count is 2-2 to Caballero. Graham Pauley is up for the Marlins, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. So we do have a Diamond Zone alert going on out in Atlanta. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball. This one's hit out to left field. That'll be caught by Profar. The catch is made for out number 1. Up Caballero for the Yankees. Just grounded one down the left field line. That's a fair ball. He's rounding first. He'll go over to second base. He rounds second, but he'll stay put there as the throw is made over to third. So the Yankees looking to add on another run as Caballero doubles down the third base line. Okay. So in both games, there's a runner on at second. So we're going to have to go back and forth. Xavier Edwards for the Marlins takes strike 1. He's down in the count 0-1. So if you have Edwards, he's 0 for 2. McMahon is up for the Yankees, and McMahon grounds this one over towards the right side. Second baseman picks it up, throws it over to first, and that's going to put Caballero over at third with 2 outs. No balls, 2 strikes to Xavier Edwards in the top of the 6th inning with 1 away. Follow along with the graphic changes. It definitely helps to see what we're covering. When we go back and forth, it's an easy indicator. No balls, 2 strikes to Xavier Edwards. The 0-2 pitch, line drive, foul ball. Goldschmidt is up for the Yankees. He's ahead in the count 1-0 versus Framber Valdez. And he just takes a strike on the outside corner. The count is 1-1 to Goldie. Waldrop gets the signs for the Braves, and he deals. The pitch is down and in for ball 1. Valdez kicks, fires to Goldie, swing and a foul ball. And so 1-2 in both counts. At the Waldrop and the Braves. The 1-2 pitch, another foul ball to Xavier Edwards. Caballero's at third for the Yankees. Goldschmidt is in the box. Valdez gets set at the belt again. He kicks, he deals, and the pitch is down and in for ball 2. The 1-2 to Edwards. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Xavier Edwards for the Marlins. And 2 balls, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt and the Yankees. The pitch to Goldschmidt. Line drive caught over at second again by Urias. He's made some excellent defensive plays, and the inning is over. They're going to the top of the 3rd out at Yankee Stadium. Edwards just fouled off the next pitch. And again, 2 balls, 2 strikes to him. If Edwards gets on, the tying run would be coming up to the plate. The 2-2 on the way. Fouled off. Just got a piece of it. Nationals and Giants will be playing at 4:05. There might be a little bit of an overlap with all 3 games. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Xavier Edwards. He's fouling off pitches. And the 2-2. Ground ball, base hit out to left field. And this will bring home a run. Sanoa's rounding third. He's being waved home. The throw is cut off. And the Marlins are on the board. RBI single by Edwards. That was a heck of an at-bat by Xavier. Made good contact with the ball. Got it off the end of the bat. Infield was shifted towards the right side. And no chance that the shortstop for the Braves, Nick Allen, was going to get to it. There goes the shutout. And the tying run is coming up to the plate. Rick Kranitz is going to go out there to have a conversation with his pitcher. All right. So a big RBI single by Xavier Edwards. If you have him in fantasy, he just got you some points for sure. 1 out, top of the 6th, out in Atlanta. And Kyle Stowers is the tying run. Urias for the Astros, he is up at the plate as we speak, facing Luis Hill in the Yankees-Astros game. Stowers takes outside for ball 1 for the Marlins. Keep you updated with Urias' at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to Stowers. The 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Stowers 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a flyout. The pitch to Stowers. Ooh, he wanted it. Swing and a miss on a fastball right down the middle. Time called. Let's go back to the Yankee Stadium really quickly. The 2-2 pitch, and that's up high for ball 3 to Ramon Urias. One and 2 to Stowers. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's a foul ball towards the right side. He'll get set and deals, and the 3-2 is fouled off by Urias. Waldrop working up a little sweat here for the Braves. The 1-2, another foul ball by Stowers. He's battling, grinding out this at-bat and making Waldrop work. Urias also making heel work. 2 big pitches coming up. The 3-2 to Urias, and he swings and misses at that one. The 1-2 to Stowers, foul ball. So Urias strikes out, and there's 1 gone in the top of the 3rd. Man. One ball, 2 strikes to Kyle Stowers. The 1-2 to Stowers. He pops it up over towards the middle infield. Albies is under it, waits for it, makes the grab, and there is out number 2 in the top of the 6th. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icons. So 2 gone in the top of the 6th of this game between the Marlins and the Braves. 1 gone in the top of the 3rd between the Yankees and the Astros. Agustin Ramirez is up. He got robbed on a homer his last time up on an incredible catch by Profar. Runner goes, and the pitch is grounded foul from Agustin Ramirez, and Edwards has to go back to first. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. We love doing Diamond Zone. This is like NFL RedZone, but it's for baseball. The 1-2 to McCormick on the way. Swing and a miss. And Luis Hill is on fire. Another strikeout for him. He's been a strikeout machine in this game. So the Marlins did just get out. We're going to the bottom of the sixth out in Atlanta. But Xavier Edwards puts the Marlins on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game. 2 gone here in the top of the third. Jeremy Pena, who had a leadoff homer his last time up, fouls off the first pitch for the Astros. In case you're wondering what ended up happening in that Marlins game to get the third out, Ramirez got himself out. The ball's 2 strikes to Jeremy Pena. Ramirez grounded into a fielder's choice. The windup from Hill, and the 0-2 is outside for a ball. Yankees got 2 runs in the bottom of the first. One was on an RBI walk by Giancarlo Stanton. The other one was from a sac fly from Ben Rice. 1-2 pitch. It's up high for ball 2. Judge did score on the sac fly. Jesus Sanchez waits in the on-deck circle for the Houston Astros. If you guys like this, give me a thumbs up. 2-2 pitch. Low and outside for ball 3. If you're enjoying yourselves on here, hit that thumbs up button and give me a yes down below. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. How about Luis Hill striking out the side? And we are going to the bottom of the third inning at a Yankee Stadium. He did an awesome job there. All right. So both games in a little intermission, but the Marlins and Braves game is back on right now. Albies is up at the plate, and he fouls off the first pitch that he sees. He's down in the count 0-1. Gusto with 87 total pitches. No balls, 1 strike to Ozzie Albies. And the 0-1 is just a bit outside for a ball. Keep those likes coming and subscribe to the channel too if you have not done so already. Albies 0 for 2 with a ground out, an RBI, and a strikeout. And he punches the next pitch foul towards the right side. Just 2 games going on concurrently. The 1-2 to Ozzie. That's way up high for ball 2. And so it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-2 on the way. Swinging a line drive foul ball towards the right side. Thank you, man. Break a leg tonight. 2-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 3 to Ozzie Albies. For the Yankees, they'll send out Aaron Judge to the plate. They're getting ready to come back from their intermission. Three, 2 on the way. And that is taken for a called strike 3. And Albies can't believe it. The pitch did look low. And Albies very frustrated about that call. There's one out in the bottom of the sixth. Let's go to Judge's at-bat really quickly. First pitch to Aaron, and that's down and in for a ball. Judge did walk his last time up. Valdez did not look good in that first inning at all. So we'll stick to the Judge at-bat as White lines one out to center, but it'll be caught for out number 2 for the Atlanta Braves in the bottom of the sixth. 1-0 is taken down for ball 2 to Aaron Judge. R.I.P. the Bob Uecker. I know. 2-0 to Judge. Ground ball, base hit back up the middle, and so Aaron Judge gets on for the second time today. For the Braves, they will send up Nacho Alvarez Jr. to the plate. Again, it's a 3-1 ball game down in Atlanta. It's a 2-1 game for the New York Yankees. And Alvarez is at bat. He fouls off the 0-1, and the count is 0-2. Cody Bellinger up for the New York Yankees, and he grounds this one over towards the right side. The throw to second, there's one. The throw over to first, he beats out the throw. That's a 4-6 fielder's choice. So he's on over at first base. How about Ryan Gusto still pitching for the Miami Marlins? 97 pitches, and the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. A masterpiece of a performance by him. And so we go to the top of the 7th inning out in Atlanta. The Marlins down by 2. And with that, we head back to New York at Yankee Stadium. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a called strike. Here's the 0-1, and that's low for a ball, but that's going to get on by the catcher. And so Bellinger jogs on over to second base, and he's now in scoring position just like that. Scooter in the house. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you. It's tomorrow. It is tomorrow, but I am going out tonight, and I will not be doing the Phillies game. Once the Yankees game is done, I know that we're going to start doing the Giants game, but once the Yankees game is done, I'm going to give it till 5:30. Until 5:30, that's our cutoff time. 2 balls, 1 strike to Giancarlo Stanton. He had an RBI walk in the first. Valdez kicks and deals, and the pitch is inside for ball 3. Excuse me. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a very fantastic day. Here's the 3-1 to Giancarlo, and he flies this one out over towards the right field side. It is a foul ball, though. When the Marlins do return, the Marlins will have Hicks, Marcy, and Myers due up in their batting order. Then follow along with the graphic changes. The payoff pitch to Stanton, and that is outside for ball 4. And so the Yankees have 2 runners on once again. Braves game is back on. Hurston Waldrop is going to go back out there to pitch to Liam Hicks. Ben Rice is up for the New York Yankees. So it's Rice up at the plate for the Yankees and Hicks up at the plate for the Marlins. Yankees trying to add on some runs. The Marlins trying to tie it back. The pitch. And this one's popped up out over towards shallow right center field by Ben Rice. The catch is made. There's out number 2. Bellinger went back over to second. He was safe. We'll keep you updated on Hicks's at-bat. And if the Marlins able to get on. Two-away bottom of the third. The pitch to Volpe, and it's outside for a ball. Volpe grounded into an inning-ending double play in that first. One ball, no strikes. Valdez kicks, fires, and there's a big swing and a miss. We do have an update out in Atlanta. Liam Hicks did just single, and now the tying run is coming up to the plate for the Miami Marlins. A timeout is taken, so we have time to go back to the Yankees game. 1-1 to Volpe. It's a foul ball. And the count is 1-2. Snicker's actually going to make a move for the Atlanta Braves. And that's going to be it for Waldrop. So the suspense will continue over there. We have some drama here out at Yankee Stadium. Valdez has not looked good at all today. Surprised it's only a one-run game. Here's the 1-2 to Volpe. And he flies this one out over towards left field. And the catch will be made by the left fielder, Hummel. And the inning is over. So the Yankees threaten again. Not able to come up with anything. And Jesus Sanchez will be the next man up for the Houston Astros as they go to the top of the fourth inning. So both games are currently in a break right now as we speak. Again, if you guys aren't able to follow along, please let me know. But for those of you that are tuning in, let me know if it's easy to follow, if it's a little bit tricky, or how you think we could do a better job with that. I would appreciate it. I think it actually is interesting for baseball because we're not missing any big-time moments. It's a little bit quicker. You know, it's now a faster sport. Time goes by quicker. I feel like for RedZone, this is good too, but for radio style for baseball, it works. For basketball, this would never work. This would never work for basketball. It's a little bit advanced. If you're like a novice that's into the game, I don't know if this is the right thing. I don't know, though. You guys let me know down below. I really feel like that the score changes make it so much easier to follow along. I do. Back and forth. You look at the graphics and then you figure out which game I'm talking about. Marcy is up here in the top of the seventh, and he's facing Johnson for the Braves. The pitch. There's a foul ball. Pierce Johnson with a 2.36 earned run average, 44 strikeouts, and 10 walks allowed. For the Astros, they will send Jesus Sanchez up to the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's taken outside for ball one. They actually called that a strike. Wow. I beg your pardon. Liam Hicks at first for the Marlins. The 0-2 on the way. That's going to bounce in the dirt for a ball. Sanchez for the Astros lines this one out to deep right field. That's going to bounce off the top of the wall. Stanton has to go chase it down. And guess what? The tying run is now in scoring position for the Astros. So the former Marlin able to launch a shot out to right. If the wall was a little bit lower, that would have been a home run. Back to the Marlins game we go. And we got a timeout taken. Yeah, the graphics really do help, especially when there's more than 2 games on. For sure. But you're still able to follow, correct? Like, it's not confusing. It doesn't sound a little bit off. So the tying run's at second base for the Astros. The Marlins have the tying run up at the plate as they trail by 2 in the top of the 7th. Altuve is up for the Astros. Marcy is still up for the Marlins. We'll finish out his at-bat if we can. The 1-2 to Marcy. Line drive, base hit out to center field. The tying run's aboard. And the Marlins now have runners over at first and second base. All right, here's Jose Altuve's at-bat. He's down in the count 0-2. Can he get on here? 0-2 pitch is outside to Altuve, who's 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Marlins are making it interesting. It's starting to get a little bit dicey. And Dane Myers is coming up to the plate. Before that, let's go back to Altuve's at-bat. Here's the 1-2, and it's a foul ball. So we got back-to-back games going on. Big moments in both of these games. It's no balls, 1 strike to Dane Myers. And he takes the 0-1 in there for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 to Altuve. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 1 in the top of the 4th. So Altuve goes down swinging for the Houston Astros. Back to the Marlins game really quickly. Here it is, the 0-2. And that is taken high for a ball. Oh, yeah, I'm able to follow along just fine because you typically say which game you are commenting on when you switch over, and when you don't, the graphic is there. That's good. I'm really happy to hear that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. The throw over to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. A double play. And so that is going to bring 2 outs. And the runner from second goes on over to third. The Astros have Carlos Correa up at the plate. Luis Hill is on the mound for the New York Yankees. A big double play in that Marlins game. Here's the 0-1 to Correa, and he fouls it off. Johnston is up for the Fish. So the tying run is now up at the plate and not on base anymore. And he fouls off the first pitch. Correa for the Astros facing Luis Hill. A base hit ties it pretty much. 0-2, ground ball, base hit out to right field. Astros have a runner rounding third, being waved home. Stanton's throw to the plate. It's not in time. Houston ties it. Carlos Correa able to go over to second base and advance. He had an RBI single and Sanchez scores. All right, let's go back to the Marlins game really quickly. It's no balls, 2 strikes. That's to Johnston. Sanchez did not slide into home plate. That was pretty close. The swipe. Here's the 0-2 to Johnston. Fly ball hit out over towards left center field. And the center fielder Harris is there to track it down to make the catch, and the inning is over. We're going to the bottom of the 7th out in Atlanta. Christian Walker coming on up to the plate for the Houston Astros. Nice play. Nice play to end the inning out in Atlanta. 1 ball, no strikes to Christian Walker. And the 1-0 is down and out for a ball. So Sanchez, when he was rounding third and he came on in to score, he did not slide at all. And the tag was almost, and I mean almost in time, on the left knee. It was a good throw from Giancarlo Stanton. Surprised he did not slide there. The 2-0 pitch to Walker, and then he takes that one for a called strike. So it's 3-1 out in Atlanta. They're going to the bottom of the 7th there. Here's the 2-1 to Walker. This one's popped up right behind home plate. And the catcher, Ben Rice, is looking for it, and will make the catch with the mitt for out number 2. And Correa stays put over at second base. Braves got that big double play with runners on at first and second. And then they got Johnson to fly out to center to end the inning. We'll start the beginning of the Giants-Nationals game at 4:05, but once the Yankees game is done, we're done. Two away, top of the 4th. Yanier Diaz is up, and the pitch is going to bounce in the dirt. It's outside for a ball. Braves are coming back on. Get you over there in just a little bit. They're just returning back from their break. 1 ball, no strikes to Yanier Diaz. Here's the 1-0, and he went fishing after a slider that was way outside. That was also in the dirt, too. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Diamond Zone. Correa, who got on with an RBI single, is at second base. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. And the count is 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Yanier Diaz. The 2-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over to second base, and the throw over to first in plenty of time for out number 3. But the Astros tie it up 2-2 on an RBI base hit by Carlos Correa. And we will go to the bottom of the 4th. And with that, let's go back to Atlanta. It's 1-1 to Nick Allen. The pitch to Allen, fly ball hit over towards right field, and that is going to get down for a base hit. It's a double. It's going to go all the way towards the right field line, and they called it a foul ball. Did that just go towards the right side of the line? There's not a lot of room for foul territory there. It was just a foul ball. It's really tough to see that corner sometimes because you saw Stowers running after that ball, and he was sort of speeding up. Spoke a little bit too soon, though. So it's a foul ball. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nick Allen, who's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Soriano comes set and deals. And this one's grounded foul towards the right side. How's everybody doing today? Let us know down below. I'm really happy to see you guys on here. 1-2 is the count. Bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. It's picked up. And the throw over to first in time for out number 1 in the bottom of the 7th. How do we get here, JJ? Well, the Braves, they lead to 3-1. 4 hits. Marlins have 5 hits. The guy that pitched for the Atlanta Braves, Hurston Waldrop, okay, 23 years old, looked really good in this outing. 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 4 hits, and has lowered his ERA to 1.54. Ryan Gusto pitched for the Fish. 6 innings for him, 3 earned runs, and 8 strikeouts on the afternoon. So he looks good as well. Jurickson Profar is up at the plate. He did rob Agustin Ramirez on a solo homer. He brought it back on in. He's 0 for 2, though, at the plate. Bottom of the 7th, 1 away. In the Astros-Yankees game, Trent Grisham is back up at the plate. Here's the 1-1 to Profar. That's outside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to Jurickson Profar. Batting on the left side against Soriano. The 2-1 pitch is way up high for ball 3. Good, I'm glad to hear, Paul. Hope you have a good time tonight. Don't think of us suffering with the Fox announcers. Here's the 1-0 pitch over to Trent Grisham, and he lines this one out to right field for a base hit, and so the Yankees get another base runner. All right, back to Profar's at bat. The 3-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. Framber Valdez has the 5th lowest ERA since 2021. Zach Wheeler is actually number 2. And Max Fried is number 1. Wheeler's ERA is at 2.90 since 2021. 3-2 to Profar. And that's inside for ball 4. So Jurickson Profar gets on with another walk today. All right. Let's stick to the Yankees game really quickly. If there's any interesting going on in Atlanta, we'll let you know. The 0-1 to Caballero, and he shows bunt and fouls it over towards the first base side. Valdez for the Houston Astros has not had a sharp start at all. The Yankees, as a team, listen to this. They've had 4 base runners, and they're 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. We're only in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, I know. 0-1 is fouled away from Caballero. This is Jose Caballero from the Tampa Bay Rays, now on the Yankees. The 0-2 pitch. It's popped up right behind home plate, and it is a foul ball. For the Braves, they have Matt Olson up. The count is 2-1 to him. Remember, Profar got on with a walk. The 2-1 to Olson, line drive, base hit out to right field. Profar is going to stop at second base. Uh-oh, we have some more action going on in Atlanta. Oh, boy. And if you're a Phillies fan, that's pretty good. Here's the 0-2 to Caballero, and he fouls it away for the New York Yankees. So Olson gets on with a single. This is the first game of a doubleheader. So it's a 5-game series between the Braves and the Marlins. Back to Caballero's at bat really quickly. They'll actually throw it back over to first. There is a timeout taken in this Braves-Marlins game. Drake Baldwin is coming up to the plate for the Atlanta Braves. A runner on at first in the Yankees game, and here's the 0-2. It's down and in for a ball to Caballero. Valdez for the Astros, he already has 57 pitches. Heel has 62 for the Yankees. The 1-2 to Caballero, and he just gets a piece of it. Baldwin is up. He took the first pitch, and now he takes the second pitch for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Drake did have an RBI single in the 3rd inning. He's looking to add on some more. He's had a heck of a series. The 0-2, and that is low for a ball. Caballero for the Yankees hit a fly ball out towards left center field, but it was caught in the alleyway for out number 1. The 1-2 to Baldwin. He pops this one up right behind home plate. It's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. Yankees have Ryan McMahon up at the plate. I feel like that the Schwarber MVP discussion is starting to pick up steam. I believe that you're right. The 1-2 on the way to Baldwin. He fouls it off, and he got down on his knee. Hurt himself, but he gets back up. McMahon just flies one out towards shallow center field. Going to be a tough play for the center fielder. He dives. He makes the catch. And there's out number 2. Nice catch made out in center field by Chaz McCormick. He's a very good defensive center fielder. And he just made a nice catch. He had to come running on in a long ways to make the catch, and he got there. That could have been a bloop base hit. Back to Baldwin's at bat. It's 2-2 to him with 1 out. The pitch to Baldwin. Ground ball back up the middle. Past the slide of the shortstop. Profar's rounding third. He's coming in to score. The throw to third to get Olsen. That's not in time. And the Braves go up 4-1 on an RBI single by Drake Baldwin again. Let's go. Here's Paul Goldschmidt for the Yankees. But a big base hit by Drake Baldwin. Nice. We'll take that. 2 balls, no strikes to Paul Goldschmidt in the Yankees game, with 2 outs and a runner on over at first. Baldwin is at second base. He advanced on the throw that was made over to third. So there's 2 runners in scoring position for the Atlanta Braves. The 2-0 to Goldschmidt. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. That's going to be caught, and the inning is over out at Yankee Stadium. They're going to the top of the 5th. They're still tied 2-2. And so we go back to Atlanta. No balls, 2 strikes to Sean Murphy, who got hit by a pitch and reached on an error and scored a run. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Thank you, Marlins. Once the Yankees game is done, I will remind you guys again, once the Yankees and Astros are done, we're done. We're going out tonight to celebrate the birthday. Tomorrow is actually my real birthday, but I'm going out, and I'm calling it at 5:30. So we'll start Nationals-Giants. Unfortunately, I won't be able to finish it. I do apologize. No balls, 1 strike, and that's to Michael Harris II. This is the first game of a doubleheader between the Braves and the Marlins. 0-1, it's a foul ball to Harris. So how do we get here, JJ? Great question. The Marlins, they started at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time. 4-1 is the score. The Braves are up by 3. The 0-2 to Harris, and he sends this one out towards center field. Uh-oh, this one's going back over towards the track, towards the wall. Bye-bye, baseball! That one was hit out to deep center field, and Michael Harris goes deep for the 2nd time in this series. The Braves have busted it wide open. Let's go. We'll take it. A 7-1 game down at Truist Park. Add that to the home run counter. Nice swing by Michael. All right, let's go back to the Yankees game really quickly. The pitch is popped up, and that is going to be caught for the first out. JJ, you owe us no apologies. Well, I want to be on here, but I want to go have fun. And I got to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I do. I deserve it. Urias is coming up to the plate for the Houston Astros. So we'll catch you up in just a little bit. That was a big swing, though, by Michael. The pitch is outside for a ball to Urias. Braves got this one well in hand, and that's good because that certainly helps the Phillies out. We will take it. Heel on the mound, and the 1-0 is up high for ball 2. It was a 3-1 game, and Michael Harris and Drake Baldwin had other words. Harris had a 3-run shot, and Baldwin had an RBI single. His second RBI single of the game. 2-0, and that's taken up high for ball 3. Albee sends this one out to right field, but it's going to be caught on the track by Kyle Stowers, and the inning is finally over. Marlins are going to the 8th inning. Oh, I have. Absolutely. 3-1 pitch on the way to Urias. Fly ball hit over towards left field. Bellinger tracks it down, makes the grab, and the out is made. That's out number 2. Yeah, I took a little vacation when All-Star break occurred. It was just really after the All-Star break. We missed the first 3 games. And then last week we took off for a day because I had a family event. And then tonight I'm taking off for my birthday for tomorrow. Next week I will also be away Saturday. And then the week after that I'm going to Columbus to go see one of my friends for 3 days. And then we got to grind in September. September is the big month. We're grinding. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chas McCormick. A lot of Diamond Zone, a lot of Eagles football, and a lot of Phillies baseball. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be wild. So we need the vacations now. And then October comes. That's going to be all playoff baseball. Dude, that's insane. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's crazy. That's right, old age catching up with me. Going to be 51 on the 29th. Really? 1-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit down the third base line. Past the glove of McMahon. It goes out to left field. Bellinger has to field it off the wall. And so, a 2-out double hit by Chas McCormick. He's making plays. He had a nice defensive catch out in center field in the half inning before this. And we have a runner on at second. And Jeremy Pena is coming up. So the Astros trying to take the lead. A lot of base runners stranded in this game. Pena started off the game with a solo homer. And he's trying to give the Astros the lead again. The pitch from Heel. It's a changeup, and that's taken down for a ball. The Marlins are back on. But all eyes on this Astros game right now. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. If the Marlins get some base runners, we'll let you know. One ball, 1 strike. Top of the 5th, 2 away. The 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss from Jeremy Pena. That thing was low. Sanoa just grounded out to third for the Marlins. And there's 1 away. They're in the top of the 8th. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jeremy Pena. And here's the 1-2. It's outside and low for ball 2. Share a birthday with Michael Jackson, the pop singer, not the former Phillies pitcher. Or the cornerback. There's a cornerback, too, named Michael Jackson. 2-2. That's outside for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes to Jeremy Pena. That's funny, though. Three-two pitch. Low and outside for ball 4. And the Astros have something cooking in the top of the 5th inning out at Yankee Stadium. Oh, boy. In the Marlins game, we'll catch you up on that as there's a timeout taken on the mound. The Marlins have 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Dylan Lee is pitching for the Braves. So they're down to their final 4 outs in game 1 of this doubleheader. The pitch. This one is flied out over towards shallow left center field. Allen says he has it. He'll make the catch, and there's out number 3. And so they're going to the bottom of the 8th down in Atlanta. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And back to the Bronx we go. It's beautiful. Good. That's looking really good. Phillies need to gain some extra ground. Here's Jesus Sanchez for the Houston Astros. 1 for 2 he is. I don't know what that trade was. I'll have to look up the Jesus Sanchez trade. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. Let's look it up. Jesus Sanchez trade. Breakdown. The ball is 1 strike to Sanchez, and the 0-1 is up high for a ball. Astros got Jesus Sanchez for right-handed pitcher Ryan Gusto and prospects Chase Jaworski and Esmil Valencia. I forgot Gusto went to the Marlins, and he was just pitching today. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1, swing and a miss. Yankees seem to be a free fall. Yeah, the fans are not happy with Aaron Boone. They're not happy with Devin Williams. He just keeps throwing them out there. And it's not just that, but that's just scratching the surface. Their whole bullpen and the deadline moves, not going after big arms. Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jesus Sanchez. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And the Astros strand more base runners. And Heel gets out of the inning. Gets his 7th strikeout of the ball game. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th out of Yankee Stadium. Still tied 2-2. Okay. Wow. The Braves game is back on, so we'll head back there in the meantime. First pitch is taken for a strike, and that's to Eli White as we start off the bottom of the 8th out in Atlanta. Here's the 0-1. It's a foul ball. Sanoa is playing over at third base now for the Miami Marlins. They just put Otto Lopez at short. The guy that's pitching for the Marlins, his last name is Zubair. 0-2, it's outside for a ball. One-two pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop. Edwards has it, throws it over to first, and there's out number 1. This is Zubair is pitching for the Fish, not Connor Gillespie. Weird. Do they even have him on the roster? Tyler Zubair, 30 years old, with a 9 ERA and 3 strikeouts. The only time he pitched was on June 22nd against, guess who? The Phillies. He allowed 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, and no walks. 1 ball, no strikes to Nacho Alvarez Jr. And the 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Zubair gets set and deals. And the 1-1 is in there for strike 2. Let's go back to the Yankees game because Aaron Judge is up at the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a walk, a single, and a run scored. 0-1 pitch. It's low for a ball. Nacho Alvarez Jr. did just strike out for the Atlanta Braves, and there's 2 gone there. I know, Nacho Alvarez Jr. Isn't that crazy? It's not your average. No, I'm kidding. I can't make fun of the guy. Not your average Jr. 1-1. That's taken low for ball 2. That's so bad. 2 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. And he takes the 2-1 outside for ball 3. Nachos and Cheese Jr. No, I'm not doing the Phillies game tonight. I'm getting off here after the Yankees game is done. So we'll start the Giants game, but we're not going to finish out the Giants game. 3-1, foul ball. But I wanted to come on for a few hours. Just do some baseball with y'all. Kick back, relax. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. And before Valdez gets set, Allen just struck out for the Atlanta Braves, and they're going to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Miami Marlins. We'll see how they do. Alrighty. Did Valdez just intentionally walk Judge? Is that what just happened? See, this is what happens when you take your eyes off of one game and you go over to the other one. I think that they just decided to swipe left on Aaron Judge. It was a 3-2 count. Weird. Here comes Cody Bellinger to the plate, and Bellinger takes a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Cody. And Cody will call for time really quickly. Let's double check to see if that was correct. Judge got walked. Yeah, automatic ball. It was a pitch timer violation. Okay, well, that makes more sense. Nope. 0-1 pitch. Line drive it out to center field. That's going to be played on the bounce and get down for a base hit. Judge will stop at second base. McCormick decided not to dive for it. And Judge is over at second. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. More base runners for the New York Yankees. Oh, boy. But yeah, no one is filling on in for us. Let me type in chat really quickly. The pitch to Stanton, and he lines this one out to center field for a base hit. Judge is rounding third. He's being waved home. The throw is going to be cut off, and the Yankees take the lead 3-2. Man, an RBI single by Giancarlo Stanton. And the Yankees go out on top against Valdez. All right. Tyler Kinley's going to go out there to pitch the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Fish. And Stowers takes the first pitch for a ball. So the Yankees got the lead. It is 3-2. And we'll see what ends up happening to finish out the rest of this inning. Ben Rice is coming up. And Rice takes the first pitch for a ball. Weather is beautiful today in Pennsylvania. Yep, I'm so excited. Stowers sends this one out to right field, but it'll be caught on the track for out number 1 in the 9th inning. Let's go. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Rice. Can't forget about this. Stanton is at first base, and there's a runner on over at third. The 1-1 to Rice. That's low for ball 2. An RBI single by Giancarlo Stanton, his second RBI of the day. Agustin Ramirez is up for the Marlins. The 2-1 to Rice. Low and outside for ball 3. Valdez in a pickle. Looks back at first. Now back to the plate. The 3-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. And there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Bellinger does score, though, and the Yankees get an extra run. It's 4-2 out at Yankee Stadium. Let's go back to the Marlins game real quickly. The 1-2 on the way, and that should have been called a strike 3, but it's called a ball instead. It was on the inside corner to Ramirez. All right. That one goes for the Yankees. The pitch to Ramirez. Ground ball hit over towards third base. The throw to first. It pops out of the glove of Olsen. And Ramirez is safe. Oh my gosh. How does that happen? It just popped out of his glove. The throw was made over to first. Olsen just could not catch it. It actually bounced in the dirt first, but he still should have been able to make the play. Bounced off the heel of his glove. The next man up for the Yankees is Anthony Volpe. And Volpe just struck out. Okay. The inning is over out at Yankee Stadium. They're going to the top of the 6th inning. Okay. And with that, we stay out here in Atlanta. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's to Liam Hicks, and that's low for a ball. That should have been out number 2, but the Braves are going to have to get an extra out. Excuse. The 1-1 pitch. That's taken up high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. The windup and the 2-1. Ground ball towards the right side. The throw, the second, there's 1. The throw to first. And the game continues. So 2 away. And the Marlins are down to their final outs. Okay. 1 more out to go in game 1 of this doubleheader down at Truist Park. It's all up to Jacob Marcy, and Marcy takes pitch number 1 in there for a strike. The next game for the Marlins will be at 7:15 tonight. It's a 5-game series. This is a makeup game from the first series that they played out in Atlanta. 0-1 pitch. It's low for ball 1. The runner does go on over to second base on the defensive indifference. 1 ball, 1 strike. Altuve's coming up for the Astros. We'll keep you updated on him. But the Marlins down to their final out. 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. The pitch was up high. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jacob Marcy. He's hitting .423 on the season with 1 homer and 5 runs batted on in. The 2-1 pitch. He pops this one up. It's right behind home plate. Does Baldwin have room? He does, and he just caught it. Was just able to make the catch. But it hit the foul ball netting. It hit the netting. Didn't see that. How could you tell? It hit the netting. And the umpire called it a foul ball. Said foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. Wasn't even in the picture. So the at-bat continues. Not my fault. The 2-2 pitch. And that is inside for ball 3. Altuve did just pop up. And there's one out there. You don't see too many 5-game series during the regular season. Nope. Come on, get him out. That's crazy. Braves fans on their feet. Kinley looks back at second. Back to home plate. The 3-2 pitch. There it is. Swing and a miss. And officially the ball game is over. Let's go. Nice win for the Braves. And the Marlins continue to slide back in the NL East. All right. So now we got Astros and Yankees. And we're going to go there. As we mentioned before, Altuve did just pop out. And Carlos Correa just got on with a single with one out here in the top of the 6th. And Aaron Boone, before anything, will make a change. He'll make a signal to the bullpen. And that's going to be it for Luis Hill. So we got a pitching change. Walker, Diaz, and Trammell are all due up. All right. Okay. I don't understand what is going on with these bots. I appreciate you guys, though, for being on here. Michael, thanks for dealing with these bots. Miami has officially lost. Dude, that's the one. So the one thing that kind of bothers me, and again, like I can't do anything about it, but I'm limited, obviously, just from the monitor. And the ball, how could anybody see? The ball was literally out of the picture by the time it hit the foul ball netting. It just looked like that Baldwin caught it. You know? That's like the one thing that is sort of a curse doing this. There was one other play earlier where you thought maybe a ball was going to be fair, but you can't tell because the monitor doesn't show where the line is. If it's a tough angle, you know, you rely on the camera operator and what's being shown on the monitor. And that's what you go by. And that's the one sort of curse doing this that I don't like. But other than that, this is great. I mean, what am I complaining about? But yeah, that is the one con doing this. Plus having good internet connection. You got to make sure that you have good internet. But we do have good internet, which is great. That's lucky. All right, so we have a break here in the Yankees-Astros game. Guys, if you love Diamond Zone, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I think it's pretty easy to follow along for the most part. I can't wait for us to do 5 games at once. That's going to be crazy. During the 5 games, we're just going to go to, like, where there's runners at first and second. And if it happens in all 5 games, well, screw us. Shit. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch. That's outside for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. Mark Leiter Jr. is pitching. And Christian Walker is in the box for the for the Houston Astros. The 1-1. That's taken low for ball 2. Next game we got is Nationals and Giants at 4:05. The 2-1 to Walker, and he grounds this one over to short. Volpe has it, throws it over to second for 1. The throw to first, there's 2, and the inning is over. We're going to the bottom of the 6th out at Yankee Stadium. Yeah, I have Xfinity internet here. Not as stable as here as it was when I lived in Delaware. I miss Verizon Fios. Verizon's internet is so good. Xfinity's cable is really good, but their internet, from what I've experienced, has not been so good. JJ was just timed out for 600 seconds, and he did it live. Yeah. I shouldn't have cursed. I try not to curse, but there's only 15 people on, but I should still get into the habit of not doing that. But yeah. It's funny. I don't say the F word, though. I don't say the heavy stuff. I don't say the heavy words at all. Nor should I. Needed a good stretch there. All right. Man, one game is so boring. One game is so boring. Let's go back to doing 2. How about you multiply that by 2, and then we can do 4. Multiply that by 2, then we can do 8. Can't do 16 because there's no 16 games. There's 15 teams. So the most that we could do is 15 games at once. That's it. But that would not happen. Verizon's very slow expanding into Cecil County, Maryland, so I may be able to get Fios sometime next year, says Paul. Huh. I didn't realize that they're not as global or international, if you will, or national, or whatever the word is. They're not as national. Oh my gosh. Can't speak. This sucks. You know what else sucks? Not you guys. You guys don't suck. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. There we go. Trent Grisham is coming up to the plate. And he swings and misses at a fastball. The count is 0-1. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for all your Diamond Zone and baseball needs. 0-1 is down and away for a ball. Eagles takeaways. Gotta tell you, Tanner McKee looked so good. 1-1. And that's inside for ball 2. So question I have for you guys. If a team gave you a first-round pick, are you trading Tanner away? Straight up, a first-round pick for Tanner McKee. Are you doing it? The pitch. And this one is grounded back up the middle for a base hit. And Trent Grisham gets on with a leadoff single to start off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Yankees. I don't care about cursing, but I don't take God's name in vain and don't like to hear JC. Gotcha. I hear you on that. That's fair. I'm a fan of cursing, but I just don't like to do it on this type of a channel because that's not really what this is for. In my opinion. The pitch. This one's bunted over towards the first base side. Walker has it. Throws it over to first base. And it is in time. It was bunted over towards the first base side. Walker had to go on and get it. And the second baseman had to go cover the bag. Just cheese. Cheese whiz. Nacho Alvarez cheese whiz. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. The pitch. And that is inside and high for a ball. I don't have cable or satellite TV, just a digital antenna so I can get Fox for the Phillies game tonight. Let's go. I did just for you, Michael. I knew that you were going to be all right. The 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a miss to Ryan McMahon. I did just for you. I was like, you know what? Game's not on Fox tomorrow. Gotta do it tonight. Gotta do it for Michael. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1 to McMahon. That's in there for strike 2. Can you believe that Framber Valdez has lasted this long? I certainly can't. The 1-2 pitch. Inside for ball 2. Fox Orlando tonight is airing Jags preseason, and Fox Tampa is airing Cubs Cardinals. Oh, man, hold up. 1 sec. Boo! Guess I'll go into work. Damn, now I feel bad. Should I not go out tonight? 2-2 pitch. Just kidding. I can't just do that. This one's grounded over to first. And the first baseman has it, takes it to the bag, and Grisham will head on over to third base. Nachos Alvarez Cheese Whiz Jr. I feel bad. Feel bad for the guy. No. That's a cool name, though. The best is Kool-Aid McKinstry. That's the best professional one. All right, we got a pitch and change going on. A pitch and change is occurring, and the Astros are going to make a move. So another break in the action. We still got 13 more minutes till the Giants game gets started. They take on the Nationals. Yes, you can't go out tonight. You'll have more birthdays. Exactly. As the Mad Hatter would also say, there's every day besides one is an unbirthday. So technically, today is my unbirthday. So tomorrow night is really the birthday. Tomorrow is really the birthday. So you're right. Why should I do that? I'm celebrating my last unbirthday before my birthday tomorrow. I can't. I can't do it, chat. I can't do it. I'll do it live. Caleb Ort is out there to pitch for the Houston Astros. A 4.72 earned run average, just a 2.13 ERA since July. That's pretty good. Let's take a look at the NFL scores for the other preseason games going on. We got Giants and Bills. It's 27-25. That game is in the fourth quarter. Vikings and Texans get started at 4 o'clock. I think that's going to be on NFL Network, right? Excuse me. 2 away, bottom of the 6th. And Paul Goldschmidt is up. And the pitch is taken for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. All right, I think we're going to change the subscriber mode only to 5 minutes. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. So this is a good thing to experiment with. It just is. It's good to experiment with this. So we're going to do that right now. 1-1, foul ball. Let's try the 5-minute marker. I can't do it. All right. We'll make it for a 5-minute subscriber time. Hopefully that'll get rid of the bots for good. Hopefully that does the magic trick. 10 more minutes till we have another game on. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt. The 1-2 on the way to Goldie. Fly ball hit over towards right field. On the run is Trammell, and he'll make the catch, or Sanchez, that is. And the inning is over. Top of the 7th coming on up out at Yankee Stadium. Yankees taking on the Houston Astros, and they'll be back in just a little bit. So in case you're just tuning on in, let's catch you up. All right, let's play catch up. The Braves, they won 7-1. It was a 3-1 game for a while. And then Drake Baldwin had his second RBI single on the day. So he had 2 RBI singles. And then Michael Harris hit a 3-run shot. And that was what made it the final score. So those 4 runs came in the... where is it? Those 4 runs came in, I believe it was the 6th inning. Why is my memory bad? It had to have been the 6th inning. No, it was the bottom of the 7th. So 7 runs for the Braves. They put up 4 in the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Gusto got the loss. He went 6 innings for the Marlins. Gave up 3 earned runs and 8 strikeouts, 2 walks as well. And the guy that got the win for the Braves, that was Hurston Waldrop, who is now on the season 2-0. Has gone 6 innings in this game. Also had 6 strikeouts as well. 1 walk, 2. And 7-1 was the final score there. In the Yankees game, it's been weird. It's been kind of wonky. Both teams have had their chances to score. Framber Valdez just went 5 2/3. He allowed 4 earned runs on 8 hits and only struck out 1 batter. That's it. And Luis Gil, he allowed 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 walks, in 5 1/3 of an inning. Offensively speaking, though, Jeremy Pena did hit a leadoff homer for the Astros in the top of the 1st. The Yankees took the lead in the bottom of the 1st on an RBI walk by Giancarlo Stanton and a sac fly by Ben Rice. Carlos Correa tied it up 2-2 in the top of the 4th on an RBI single. And then Stanton had his second RBI of the day and gave the Yankees a 3-2 lead. And then Rice grounded into a double play. So back to the Yankees game we go to. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Yanier Diaz. And the 1-0 is outside for ball 2. Gusto had no gusto wind. You said you had no gusto. Or no gusto. Mucho gusto. He said no. He said, don't talk to me anymore, Atlanta, after that game. No gusto. No hablo español. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. The Marlins go down in the standings. Yeah! And they might be able to do that again tonight because because it's going to be game 2 of the doubleheader. 2-2 pitch popped up right in front of home plate. And now shifting over towards the first base side, Goldschmidt gets under it. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 7th inning. Luke Weaver does get the out. 6 more minutes until our very next game occurs. And sorry, we don't have the right game on. There we go. That's better. Nationals and Giants play at 4:05. And we're not going to finish that game. We're just going to wait till this one ends, but we'll still keep you updated on the Nationals-Giants game. 1 away, top of the 7th in the pitch. This one's popped up over towards the right side. Who's going to get there? It'll be the second baseman for out number 2. Nice job there by Caballero. He caught it. You know who's a great baseball announcer? Glenn Kuiper. Two away, top of the 7th. Nobody on. And the pitch to Urias. That's in there for a called strike. Glenn and Mel. I like them both, man. I wish Glenn still had his job. Yeah, it's a 5-game series because of that. Yeah, because they're making up a game from back in April. 0-2. That's up high for a ball. Their next game will be tonight at 7:15. Two balls, 2 strikes. Did I say Mel? I meant to say Dwayne Kuiper. Dwayne Kuiper. Yeah, I love Dwayne. And I really like Glenn. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the inning is over. And so we go to the bottom of the 7th inning at a Yankee Stadium. That's the one thing is that I can't. I have to remember. I have to remember to keep changing the games. I do. I thought I did. I did not. All right. Before it gets a little bit hectic again, I'm gonna take a quick step off. Don't go anywhere. Thirty-one likes early on a Saturday afternoon with no Phillies game. I'll take that. I really will. I really will take that. You know, the one thing that I have to do is I'm going to have to keep posting shorts on this. And I'm going to have to keep promoting it just to be able to get more and more people to come on. But this is great. And I really am happy that we've been able to build an awesome community on here. And we're going to continue to develop a great baseball community, which is really what I want to do over these next 2 months. And obviously, when football picks up, we'll start to cover more Eagles stuff and then get more into the football world once October has subsided, if that's the right word. But yeah, we're really going to try to push for the 10K. We really are by the end of the year. That's really where I want to be. And I'm going to have to continue to work and grind and grind and grind. So, like, once really the work does not even start until September comes. Once September comes, we're off. We're off to the races. You know, hopefully the goal is to try to get to close to 7K before September. I think that we can get to like 6,800. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, we're going to keep pushing. That's for damn sure. Oh, boy. All right. So we are ready to get underway out in San Francisco. We also have Astros and the Yankees. They're in the bottom of the 7th. Aaron Judge is up, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. James Wood is leading it off for the Nationals. Wow, he's their leadoff hitter now? And Weisenhunt is pitching for San Fran. Wood just sends this one out towards deep left center field, and that ball is gone! A leadoff home run by James Wood and the Nationals. Wow. That's how you start off a ball game out in the Bay Area. The pitch to Judge, and there's a fly ball. This one's hit out to left field, and that's going to be caught for out number 1. Oh, that thing looked like it was going to carry. Thought maybe we were going to get back-to-back homers. But nope, that was not the case. But Wood hits a home run, and it's a 1-0 game out in San Fran. I pressed the button too soon. All right. We'll stay here out in New York. Cody Bellinger is up at the plate, and Bellinger takes outside for a ball. How many homers does Wood have now? 1 ball, no strikes to Cody Bellinger. And Bellinger sends this one out towards left center field, but it's playable for Trammell. And Trammell's there to make the grab. JJ ain't so great, though, when you're buggering out on us tonight. Oh, we're doing all the playoff games, Paul. We're going to be covering them. We're going to try to cover pretty much every single one of them. I'll still be doing my Phillies post-game shows. I haven't really fully thought about what we're going to do about it. But I do have to start thinking about that. I would really like to still do the post-game shows. But I'm definitely doing more playoff games than just the Phillies. For sure. 0-1, and that's inside for a ball. One ball, one strike to Giancarlo Stanton. And the 1-1 is fouled off the mask of the catcher. The Nationals have Josh Bell up at the plate. They do have a runner on over at first. The 0-1. This one is taken down for a ball. The throw over the second base to get Abrams is not in time. And so he is at second base. Stanton did just strike out. And with that, we're going to go over to the Nationals game. Sorry, that was a little bit confusing there. Okay. Nationals lead at 1-0 against Weisenhunt for the San Francisco Giants. Here's the 1-1, and that's in there for strike 2. Josh Bell is at the plate. Paul DeJong is over at second base. So Paul got on with a single. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Josh Bell. Here's the 1-2. It's outside for ball 2. It's Wood, Abrams, DeYoung, Bell, Adams, Millis, Drew Millis. There's another Blue Rock guy. Then you got Lyle, House, and Young. The 2-2, that's low for ball 3. Drew Millis, and then you got Drew. I remember Drew Mendoza was another one. He was another one for sure. Nacho man. I wanna be a nacho man. 2 runners on, 1 out in the top of the first. Riley Adams is up at the plate. Guys, who are we rooting for that helps the Phillies? This game doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter much. You can root for it however you want. I mean, the Nationals are in the same division as the Phillies, but they're in last place. The Giants are fighting for a wild card spot. They're not in the wild card. Or I think that they do have the 3rd wild card, actually. But yeah, we rooted for the Braves against the Marlins. That was a thing. No balls, 1 strike to Riley Adams. And Adams fouls off the next pitch. All right, let's go back to Houston because this is in the late stage. And again, once this game is done, once we reach 5 o'clock, I'm done. 1-0 pitch. And that is in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Victor Caratini. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Camilo Doval is pitching for the New York Yankees. Hard to believe that he's not on the Giants anymore. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Caratini, and that's in there for strike 2. The 1-2 to Caratini. That's low for a ball. We'll keep you updated if the Nationals do score. But mainly want to focus on this Astros-Yankees game because now it's getting late there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Victor Caratini. Doval kicks and deals, and the pitch is low and outside for ball 3. This Yankees bullpen has been really struggling, even since before the deadline. Go back to Millis' at-bat really quickly. Here's the 0-2 to Millis. It's a foul ball. Caratini just fouled it off, too, in the Astros game. Three-two pitch. It's inside for ball 4, and the tying run's coming up to the plate for the Astros. The 0-2 to Millis. That's inside for a ball. Okay. So Jeremy Pena's coming up for the Houston Astros. By the way, John, I gotta tell you, My Cousin Vinny was so funny. It was a great movie. I loved it. I watched it. And I watched it last night. It was great. Dude, I didn't realize that the guy from Home Alone was in it. And it was the star of it. It was funny. It's a good movie. Jeremy Pena is up for the Houston Astros. Time called by Millis in the Nationals game. So we'll go back to New York for a second. Dude, it was great. It was really awesome. I loved it. The 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. I shot the sheriff. Ugh. It's a great movie. 1-1 pitch. That is taken outside for ball 2. Millis for the Nationals just popped it up in foul ground. Devers is there, makes the grab, and the inning is over. Was that Dom Smith? That was Dom Smith. Okay. They're going to the bottom of the first out in San Francisco. James Wood just gave him the lead. The Nationals, that is. All right. Here we are in the Yankees game. Duvall with 11 pitches already. And Jeremy Pena is up. This is a big spot here. Again, the Yankees bullpen has just been so bad. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pena. And the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there is the first out of the 8th inning. And a big strikeout there for Camilo Duvall. Later tonight, we got Angels and Tigers at 6:10, Reds and Pirates at 6:40, A's and O's at 7:05. Last 7 o'clock games, Guardians and White Sox. Got Royals Twins. You got Mets and Brewers at 7:10. Phillies play the Rangers at 7:15. Cubs play the Cardinals at 7:15. Game 2 of the Marlins Braves doubleheader is at 7:15. And then you got Rockies D-backs at 8:10. Red Sox and Padres at 8:40. And Blue Jays and Dodgers at 9:10. We're leaving at 5 o'clock. We're off at 5. Unless this Yankees game is in extras. Here's the 0-1 to Jesus Sanchez, and he grounds this one back over towards the mound. The throw over the second. That is not in time. Not in time. And Jose Altuve is coming up to the plate. Oh, boy. What happened there? Let's see a replay of that. Duvall made a throw over to second. It was a little bit off. Volpe could not keep his foot off on the bag. And so the runner at second stays there. That was Smith. And they said by the time that Volpe caught it, his foot was off the bag. Oh, boy. We got some action going on in the Bronx. And Jose Altuve is due up. Altuve singled in the first. And a big spot for him here. The defense starting to collapse. And the Astros knocking on the door. First pitch to Altuve. It's way outside for a ball. Let's go. I shot the clerk. Yeah, that's what I meant. I shot the clerk. Yeah. I shot the clerk. 1 ball, no strikes to Jose Altuve, and the 1-0 is fouled off. Can you see me from 100 feet? Do you need bigger glasses? Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. There's a foul ball. How many fingers am I holding up? Yeah. One ball, 2 strikes. Carlos Correa is in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 to Altuve. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The runner's rounding third. He's being waved home. Smith will score. The throw to the plate. That's not in time. It gets by Duvall. And the throw over to third. That's not in time. Don't know what that throw was. Sanchez was not going to go to home plate. It is a 1-run game, though, at Yankee Stadium. An RBI double by Mighty Mouse. And that's Jose Altuve. Let's go. Rafael Devers is up for the San Francisco Giants. There's one out in the bottom of the first. Or those magic crits. Here comes Carlos Correa at the plate. So we'll go back-to-back between the both of these games. 1 ball, no strikes to Carlos Correa. How about the Astros? The 1-0 to Carlos. Low for ball 2. And Yankees fans are getting silenced. There's a rumble in their stomachs. Oh, boy. The 2-0 pitch to Correa, and that's a foul ball. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes to Rafael Devers in the Giants game. That's only in the bottom of the first. James Wood hit a solo homer in the top of the first. 3-2 to Devers. It's down and inside for ball 4. So Devers gets on with a walk. The 2-1 to Correa. That's outside for ball 3. Oh, boy. That was a cutter at 98 miles per hour. 3 balls, 1 strike to Carlos Correa, and Camilo Doval is struggling for the Yankees. For the Giants, they will have Adames up, and he just grounded on into a 5-4-3 double play, and the inning is over out in San Fran. Top of the 8th here, the 3-1 pitch. It's low for ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the Houston Astros. So the Giants and Nationals go into the 2nd inning, and Aaron Boone has seen enough from Camilo Doval. Who's he going to go with? We'll see. Looks like it's going to be David Bednar. Let's go! Woo! Oh boy. If you love baseball, hit that thumbs up button. There's another line that got me. Oh yeah, every time like that, every does the train always go by at 5 a.m.? No. You said it didn't, or wait, no, you said it the next day. You said it doesn't go by at 5 a.m. That's right. It goes by at 4:50. that line really cracked me up. I loved that. Glad I tuned in to see the Yankees collapsing, says John. Oh, it's beautiful. The Yankees are trying to hold on for dear life to that 3rd wild card spot. Now, they are sort of relying on the Phillies to beat the Texas Rangers, but they're not the only ones that are fighting for that spot, too. You got the Guardians that are trying to make way there, and the Yankees just are sliding. They really are. I mean, WFAN has been going crazy. You've been watching, or I've been watching some of the Yankee streamers, and it's like they take these calls and nobody is happy. It's like the whole world is ending, really. The Guardians are only half a game behind the Yankees for that 3rd wild card spot. Ruh-roh. Oh, boy. That's insane. That's wild. So that means that the Yankees lose today, and if the Guardians win, the Guardians have that 3rd wild card spot. Whew. Oh, man. David Bednar is going to go out there to pitch for the Yankees in the top of the 8th. And again, the bases are loaded. 1 out. Christian Walker is up at the plate. The pitch to Walker, it's a foul ball. Hit back towards the screen. And the count is 0-1. We have an update in the Nationals game. There's a runner on over at second base. A double was hit. We'll let you know who did that in just a few seconds. But all eyes here on the Yankees game. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. The guy that doubled, it was Brady House, 22 years old from Winder, Georgia. Here's the 0-2 to Walker, and that's low and outside for a ball. Nationals are threatening the score again. Excuse me. One ball, two strikes to Christian Walker, facing David Bednar. The 1-2 pitch, low for ball two. And the count is now 2-2. That's right, John. It's a classic. It's a good movie. I see why a lot of people really enjoyed it. 2-2. That's up high for ball three. Gives you a perspective on life, too. Just does. Three balls, two strikes to Christian Walker. Oh, boy. The payoff pitch. That's up high. And the Astros tie the game 4-4 on an RBI walk by Christian Walker. There's the look on Boone's face. He's irate. And Yanir Diaz is due up next. Three seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch is way up high, not even close. Jung-Hoo Lee just made a ridiculous catch out in center field and took away a base hit from the 9-hole hitter Lord. And there's two outs in the Bay Area. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Planes, trains, and automobiles. One ball, one strike, and the 1-1 fouled back towards the screen, and then the count is 1-2. Did the Giants lose? The New York Giants, that is. Did they lose? Anybody know? I know it's a preseason game, but James Wood is up for the Washington Nationals, but all eyes on Diaz and the Astros here. 1-2, down for ball two, through a splitter that was in the dirt. Dude, Aaron Boone looks so mad. Luis Hill pitched a very good game. Henry J. Robinson. 2-2 pitch, foul ball. Let's go to Woods at bat really quickly. The count is 3-2 to him. Okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Yanir Diaz. Two on the way. Swing and a miss. And there's out number 2 in the 8th inning. And the Woods, he just swung on and missed. And they're going to the bottom of the second out in San Francisco. The count was full to Wood. It was tied up to Diaz. And both of them just struck out. Up next is Trammell for the Astros. The pitch to Trammell, and he takes strike 1 at the knees on a curveball. Taylor Trammell 0 for 3 with a ground out, a pop out, and a fly out. Is that what you call the Philly hat trick? or the Philly cycle. 0-1, swing and a miss on a fastball that was at 98 miles per hour. You watched Trouble with the Curve for the first time last night? Nice. I don't remember if I saw that movie. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way, swing and a miss. And the Yankees somehow, some way, get out of the inning. But the Astros tie it up 4-4. We're going to the bottom of the 8th out at Yankee Stadium, tied at 4. And with that, both games are in a commercial. Man. John's laughing. Is that, yeah. Diaz swinging with the bases loaded like he's on the Phillies. Hey, he's welcome to join us. Bryson Stott, is that you? I had to say that for Paul. I figured he would get a laugh out of that. I had to do that for Paul. I had to. Hopefully that gave him a little smile. All right, let's go to the Giants game while we're in a break here. Dom Smith is up. Again, bottom of the 2nd inning. Smith just fouled off the first pitch. The count is 0-1 to Dom. Here's the 0-1. It's a foul ball. Paul says, "Law, I appreciate that. I had to do it for you. I had to. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We're going to be on till 5 o'clock, or really until the Yankees game is done. The 0-2 pitch. That's outside for a ball. Dom is on a 12-game hitting streak. That's the longest of his career. 1-2, foul ball. Do you guys remember when he was drafted and he came up from the New York Mets farm system? I feel like that just happened yesterday. We're ready to celebrate, John. We're ready to celebrate. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. All right. Let's go to the 9th, let's go to the bottom of the 8th inning at a Yankee Stadium. Dom Smith did just strike out in the bottom of the 2nd. Ben Rice comes up, and he grounds this one over in front of the mound. He had to run. He didn't realize it was going to be in play. King picks it up, throws it over to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning at a Yankee Stadium. Man. Sorry, Left can only stay for like 15 to 20 minutes. Saw my man James Wood hit a leadoff home run. Yep, he did. And that was a bad home run call by me because I thought Judge was also going to hit a homer. It looked pretty good off the bat. Volpe is up, and he takes a strike. That one is in there for strike 1. Matt Chapman just grounded out for the Giants. Here's the 0-1. There's a fly ball. This one's hit out over towards deep right field. It'll stay in the yard, though. And the catch is made on the warning track by the right fielder for the Houston Astros for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Trent Grisham is coming up. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. All right. 33 likes. Let's go. The pitch. It's inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. To Trent Grisham, who's 2 for 3 on the night so far. The afternoon. The 1-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. King with the 1-2 on the way, and that's outside for ball 2. Excuse me. Trent's sunglasses are so cool. I love the glare that it provides. 2-2, and Grisham thought he called for time. The pitch was outside, and the count is 3-2. He got lucky. Nationals and Giants are going to the 3rd inning. 3-2 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out to right field, and Trent Grisham is fired up, and the Yankees take the lead 5-4. Trent Grisham with a meatball right down the middle. And it's a 5-4 game out of Yankee Stadium. What a swing. Wow, that thing was murdered. Right down the middle. Who would have thought? A 3-hit day for Trent Grisham. Crazy. No batting gloves. And he's talking that talk as he went on over to first base. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Caballero is up, and the pitch is taken for a called strike. Everybody rose on up, and he did a little bat spike as he did that trash talk. That went 408 feet. 1 ball, 1 strike, bottom of the 8th. And the 1-1 is high for ball 2. This game ain't over, though. This Yankees bullpen is not to be trusted. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Picked up by Pena. The throw to first. It's in time. And last chance for the Houston Astros. Brian King allows a home run to Trent Grisham. And we're going to the 9th inning out of Yankee Stadium. All right, C.J. Abrams is up for the Washington Nationals. And he just grounded out over towards the first base side. Nice play there. First baseman had to throw it over to Weisenhunt, who had to run and go cover the bag. There's out number 1. Man. Urias, Smith, and Pena are coming up for the Houston Astros in the top of the 9th inning. Yankees trying to hold on to a 1-run lead. Brian King has been a little bit shaky over his last 4 out of his last 5 starts. That's just the 4th homer that he has allowed in those 5 games. Crazy. Somewhere Duran is getting fanned with ostrich feathers and fed grapes. It's good to be the king. Yeah, that guy's automatic. Everybody wishes that they could have a guy like him. I mean, there's some teams that, you know, like Mason Miller's pretty good. Overall, though, I'd say he's been streaky. Clase, when he's on, he's good. There's definitely good closers. The Padres actually have 2, which they're really lucky. The Padres, this year for the Padres, it is win or bust for them. Because they got Laureano, they got some really nice pieces. And, they were going to trade some of their other guys at the deadline, but they're holding on to them, and they're not going to afford to pay everybody. The first pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop, and the throw over to first in time to start off the 9th inning. David Bednar is still pitching. All right. They just cut back, and just like that, well, there's one out. The Nationals just got a home run and now lead it 2-0. It was a solo shot in the top of the third. Smith is up for the Astros, and he takes it for a called strike. It was Paul DeJong who homered. Once this game is done, we're done. The ball is one strike. The 0-1 to Smith. It's outside and low for a ball. And the count is 1-1. Yankees and Astros in the ninth inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Smith. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is now 1-2. Another fly ball hit out to left field, and Josh Bell goes deep for the Washington Nationals. Wow. 3 solo shots for Washington, and they lead it 3-0 in the top of the third inning. There's the 1-2 ground ball hit over to first base, and the throw over towards first is in time for out number 2, and the Astros, they're down to their final outs. Oh boy. Okay. And again, once this is done, I'm done. It's up to Jeremy Pena. Two outs, top of the ninth. Pena in the box. And Pena takes outside for ball 1. Nationals just hit back-to-back solo shots off the Giants. 1 ball, no strikes to Jeremy Pena. Bednar comes set and deals and throws a strike. It's a curveball on the outside corner. Yankees fans on their feet. 1-1 is the count. The windup and the 1-1. Popped up. Hit out over towards the shallow right field side. Who's going to get there? The right fielder's there. Bellinger. He'll make the catch, and the ball game is over. And the Yankees, they beat the Astros by a final score of 5-4. It got dicey for them, but they're able to hang on and win. All right. That is going to wrap it up for us. That's it for us. All right, we're done. We're not doing the Nationals-Giants game. That's it. So, I love you all very, very much. I hope to see you all tomorrow. I hope to see you all tomorrow afternoon. Phillies will be playing the Rangers tomorrow afternoon at 2:35. But this was another really cool, quick edition of MLB Diamondzone. I got a birthday to celebrate tomorrow, but I'm going out tonight, right? I got to do, I got to go out tonight, and I'm excited, and I deserve it. Love you all. That's going to be it for me. We did 2 games today. Wrap up really quickly. The Braves won 7-1. And beat the Marlins in game 1 of their doubleheader. And the Astros lost to the Yankees 5-4. And yeah, all right, I'll see you all tomorrow for my actual birthday. Bye, and catch you all on the next one.